Theodora, specifically, you hear the familiar whirling of noise as the camera takes in the full scene. You are in a small crypt. Demelza's on your left. Rogier's on your right, being suspended. Clearly, unfortunately, past at this time, as a lot of their skin has rotted away. But in this moment, their shift weave is puppeting them almost like marionettes on a string. And several of the vaults around the crypt are slowly opening. Rory, you get to go first in the initiative. Theodora, you're next. You see as this elven figure suspended forward, neck cracking slightly, as you can see hand starts to raise to the left, as she is not holding the glaive. Instead is her shift weave, which is just this mass of dark energy tinted with teal. And it looks like it is wrapping itself around part of the glaive, the point that usually strikes, creating this serrated edge, almost like shark teeth. You also see another individual off to the right, similarly suspended. Instead of using a glaive, is using what appears to be two long swords. And several of the vaults are opening. Two on your left, further back, closer to the door or the archway, and one on the right. They haven't opened completely yet, but this is what you're kind of hearing as you come into attention. What are you doing?
Looking at Theodora, getting a gauge of where her state is and basically the level of resolve that she has to deal with this.
I think in this moment, it's conflicting. It's something I think you probably see in her face. Logically, she knows this is something she has to take care of, or else other people are going to get hurt. But these are also two of her best friends. And it's not... And there's a hesitation. But I would say that Rory, in having accessed Blackstone's memories and, scenes of Blackstone's interactions with Theodora, would know, ultimately, if, Theodora was outside of this situation, she would say, attack before you die, basically. It's just that in this moment, it's only been a couple seconds, and it's just hard for her.
Okay. Then I'm rolling a 22 to hit.
Okay, and who are you hitting?
Currently the person facing the person that Theodora is directly looking at.
Gotcha. The elven figure. Okay. That definitely does hit. Yes.
Okay. That person takes... give me a minute here. 10 lightning damage.
Okay. What does it look like as you are hitting?
There is just from Rory a blue bolt of lightning that strikes the creature, and you see kind of like a lattice form around it. In Rory's eyes, you can see the same color as the lightning bolt as he holds concentration on it.
Love it. And that lightning goes circulating through Demelza almost like a conductor before starting to pierce the shift weave, which uncharacteristically, I would say, Theodora, it sounds like it's almost screaming as that happens. Anything else you wish to do, Rory?
There are no bonus actions that make sense at the moment, so
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that doesn't count because that wasn't a weapon. I can't do that. Okay, then that'll be it.
All right. We move forward with Theodora.
Okay. I've tried to attack the strings that are connected to Demelza and Rajir, and it didn't work. Do I see... In looking at their shift weave and like the strings that are puppeting them, do I see any sort of like demarcation between their actual shift weave and like the shift weave of whoever is controlling them?
So with this, it's actually not shift weave controlling shift weave.
Okay, it's the teal energy controlling shift weave.
Mhm.
It's like, is it spirit controlling shift weave or?
Why don't you, let's do perception, and you'll have advantage because Sparky, but also because you're familiar with both Rajir and Demelza.
Perception. 18?
18. You have felt their shift weave before. Their shift weave actually seems pretty dormant, I would say, which is not uncharacteristic when someone of the shift weave passes on. Usually then the shift weave remains, but that which makes that originate from that person specifically is gone. So it looks like it's kind of largely being conducted by this teal energy, yes. Teal energy, a mixture of spirit and something else. Again, the scent of sulfur and burnt kind of flesh lingers on the air.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what to do.
Mm-hmm.
If this is spirit and that teal, okay.
Looks like it's a trio of things going on, if that helps.
Right. I want to, as I'm like seeing this, if you'll allow.
Of course.
I feel like Rory always has a slight telepathic connection with all of us.
Yes.
Because that's primarily how we've been communicating.
Yeah.
So I want to like, as I'm seeing all of this, I want to like sort of like show him what I'm seeing in my head.
Yes.
Just so like he has some idea, because he is kind of the person who understands the spirit stuff the most.
And yeah, go on.
And I assume like Lestani will also see it because of the connection. And God, you said that Demelza, or the body of Demelza, isn't holding like a physical glaive, but one that seems to be made out of shift weave? Or is it like
the shift weave's
next to
holding her actual glaive?
Weave.
Yeah.
Okay, the shift weave's holding her glaive. Okay.
Yeah.
God, I think I'm not going to attack the strings anymore because that didn't work. But I think Theodora, like, unfortunately, is a little in her head because she doesn't know exactly what to do. She tried to attack with her own shift weave and it didn't work. And it's just like, this is maybe at this moment more than she understands. Like, she needs more time to like to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think she's just going to attack.
Okay.
Demelza, unfortunately. It's very...
Yeah.
And I'm going to have Sparky move into position so I get advantage of pack tactics.
Yep.
Shit. I just blew all over there. Does a 23 hit?
That does hit, yes.
Okay, great. And then, so that's going to be 2d6, but also because I'm wearing my new armor.
Yes, you are.
I also get to add another d6.
Yes, you do.
So, oh wait, no, I can't because I'm not shifted. So never mind.
Oh, good
To
point.
shift first.
Yep.
And I didn't shift before
It's
that,
been a while
so-
since we've used. Yes.
It's also this is my first time fighting in this armor.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 16 damage for the
Okay.
first hit. I think I'll bonus action now to shift.
Okay.
So I can get that extra, and also some other stuff.
What does it look like as you were shifting?
Oh, it's just. It's like it's more painful than it usually is. Like there's a little bit of pain when it comes to shifting because it's like your joints are cracking and like readjusting. But I think right now it's just like it almost feels like in some ways I'm trying to fight against it because it's not what I want. Like it feels almost like like the way it comes across, it seems like it's almost outside of my control, even though it isn't. So I think it's just like. Yeah, I think it's just there's pain on my face, but you can't really tell if it's physical or emotional. I did crit on that second.
Let's go. Okay.
So I'm also gonna use on that one. I'm gonna use the Great Weapon Master.
Yeah.
To add 10 to that. So let me just do a max. Okay, so 18 plus 10 is 28.
Yep.
And then it's gonna be 29 damage on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's a total of 29 damage.
Gotcha.
I think. No, I did it. I'm doing the math wrong. My apologies. So 18 plus 10, 28.
Yep.
And then 27. Oh, yeah, it is 29 total. Yeah, I did it right. Okay.
You got this. You got this. Okay.
I did add my modifier plus 5, so that's
34.
34.
Yep.
Do I only do the modifier once, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep,
34 damage
34.
total.
That's not bad. What does it look like as you were going in for this hit? As it connects?
It's just, I think as Rory's sort of looking towards me to see like what I'm feeling, like you see that resolve sort of just lock in my expression, and it's still like I'm still like obviously devastated, but like it's that moment where like you realize you just kind of have to set some things aside to handle later. And also, I mean, nobody else can see this, but thinking back to that day in the desert with Demelza and her saying, use whatever you're feeling in battle, but don't let it like overwhelm or consume you. And just trying to find that balance as I swing with my sword kind of down on like, I think like shoulder joint, like, you know.
Can you make a wisdom savings throw as you do this?
No.
Okay. Valid.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Shit.
Okay.
23.
Perfect. As this hit happens, you feel a pain piercing through your chest,
Okay.
coming from the back forward. And for a moment, you are not in your body. Your body is smaller, a little bit more lithe. And the scream that is filling the air in this moment, which is partially choked, is not your own either. You are standing in a room as this memory hits you. Same room. You see Indigo off to your left. Looks like has a small cut just underneath his eye, but is kind of looking between you and Raj in this moment, with like this "you good?" look on face before shock sets in.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear him yell as you are pierced up in the air and then slotted down onto the ground, still breathing. But your body feels numb. and you can feel the life trickling away as stepping past you, not even bothering, actually treads on your hand as they're walking by, a robed figure with charred, burnt hands, elongated. And just that sulfuric burnt smell fills your senses as you see as they raise their hand up to indigo before the memory shifts. You felt that paralysis for a second as you were able to shake it off, as because of this new armor, you are also now able to gain tidbits of knowledge of who you're fighting.
Does Shiftweave is memory, and the armor itself is sort of made up of memories. Does it absorb this memory? Because it is coming from
Yes.
the Shiftweave around. Okay.
And it seems to be, not that the memory was tainted, but almost purifying it, bringing it out. So you do see actually a small portion of the Shiftweave above. It shrinks ever so slightly.
Okay.
Anything else you wish to do?
Sparky's gonna attack too.
Heck yeah.
And man, it's cause attack tactics. Ooh, what is Sparky? I forgot what his stats are. Where is it? Oh, I don't think he hits. It's only a 14.
Nope, misses.
Okay. Good job, Sparky.
Where Sparky
Did your
bites at this is Sparky also going for Demelza?
Yes.
Okay. Sparky goes forward to bite, and you see the Shiftweave all of a sudden kind of moves down before almost carrying limply Demelza elsewhere. Like, so Sparky is just nipping at like her heels, not able to quite hit. Anything else you wish to do?
No, that's all I can do on my turn. I use up all of my economy, except for movement. But I'm not. Where am I gonna go?
Yeah, it's a small room. Okay. All right. So Demelza is gonna go ahead and attack. Let's see. That is going to be a 21 to hit, which I think hits you.
That hits.
Miss? Sweet. Okay.
No, that hits.
That hits. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 20 AC right now.
Okay.
You said 22?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And the second one misses. That's a 19.
She missed on me?
Yes, which I know you have an ability.
Riposte.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knew that was coming.
Oh, it's a fucking D10 now. Hold on, where are my D10s at? Oh boy, here they are. Okay. Okay, blah blah blah. What is it again? Expend one. Okay. Add the number two. Okay.
So
that's gonna be a 28 to hit.
that definitely hits. So what happens,
great.
I imagine, is the Shiftweave with Demelza pulls her up. So the Shiftweave itself almost wraps around her body. This black, almost shining figure in the room before all of a sudden you see the Shiftweave hardening, and the glaive you see coming through the Shiftweave darkness. So it's in front of her as hands limply grasp at it before it all of a sudden in your direction as her as a whole. So the first one hits. And that one is going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 5 of that is Shiftweave.
Okay.
And then at that moment...
Does the Shiftweave just takes from my actual HP, or...
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
In this moment, it's just cutting away your regular. And then you see it almost like spinning around, trying to come back at you to get you unstable on your feet. You're able to counteract that, which is the riposte that you just did.
Yeah, 25 damage.
Whew. Yeah. Okay. That's it for Demelza. Rogier is now going to go.
Okay.
Let's see. Regier walks forward, kind of hanging, suspended in the air, as you see manifesting from the long swords a swing through the air almost like a moon, and you see these crescents lighting up. Astani and Rory, I need you to make a dexterity savings throw, please.
Ooh, that is a 17 for me.
17.
That is a 15 for me.
15. Okay. Two. All right. Astani will take half. As you see from these lunar sigils shining off of the blades themselves, refracting through the crypt, it looks almost like a bright beam of moonlight is being shoved in your direction. Astani, that is half. You're going to take 15 points of damage. Rory, you take the full. That is 30 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
The damage is radiant.
Okay, radiant damage. Hold on for a moment. Because we got a couple of things going on here.
Yes, you do.
Actually, okay, can we see where that attack is coming from?
Yeah, they're standing directly in front of you. I would say probably 7 or 8 feet or so. And the blades kind of like the beam is shooting from the sigils that are hanging in the air.
Okay. Then I am going to take 7 points of damage instead.
Okay.
So for everybody watching at home, I have evasion. So if even if I fail a dex save, I only take half damage. But I also have a uncanny dodge as a reaction that just halves damage from attacks that I can see. So
Love it.
That's half of a half.
Hey, every little bit helps. Incredible. That is going to be it for Regier's turn. As we move to the vaults that are opening, 2 on the left and then 1 on the right. You can see as the vaults themselves, almost like drawers being pulled, as this decrepit hand starts to come out, as several zombies are now entering the fray. Seemingly the undead that was sensed earlier. Let's see. Astani, the first one on the right is gonna aim for you. And that's gonna be, 24 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. Can you go ahead and roll a Constitution savings throw, please?
19 plus 1 for a dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. You see coming from this decrepit zombie, hunched over, white hair, looks like they've been here for at least 100 years, stepping forward out of the vault as their hand kind of reaches in your direction for a split second, and it's not long after that that you feel cuts from the hit, as several knives were thrown in your direction. From that's going to be 19 points of damage. And with that, you also for a moment feel like your body tensing up, but you're able to shake it off. It appears that these blades have been dipped in poison.
Okay. The oh my goodness. There was something that I was going to do in my head completely went. The moment that it happens, can I do a reaction?
Of course, yeah.
As a reaction, Ooh, they have Warcaster.
Mm.
And I do with Warcaster. I think immediately Asani would put up their call to me and call Spirit Guardians.
Let's go. Okay. All right. And what do your Spirit Guardians look like?
Almost like I think they look different at this time when they did before in the weaving. This is like a stampede, like of centaurs coming together.
Let's go.
So like roaring, so like sea foam looking, because the veil is water to Ostani. So like the seafoam horses like Poseidon has kind of coming through the waters and surrounding them in like a little bit of a typhoon.
I love it. Incredible. Okay. That has been cast. The other two similarly step out and are going to go ahead and make attacks on you, Rory. First is going to be a 19. You're muted.
A
Never mind.
A 19?
Yes.
Okay, so... Let me see. Hold on for a moment. How often do these things happen?
You're good. For the order of operations to give time to, it'll be the these two remaining attacks, and then Astani, it'll be your turn. And then we'll be back at the top of the order.
A 19 hits.
Okay. All right. And they're gonna, the same one is gonna make another attack on you, and that is gonna be a 24 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay. The second one is also gonna go ahead and attack as well, and I'll just either do all the damage together or whatnot. That is gonna be a 15 that misses, I'm pretty sure.
No, that one lands.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the last one, that's going to be a 9. That one I know misses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The two zombies that are attacking you relentlessly seem to not be super familiar with the weapons that they're using.
Mm-hmm.
Likely didn't use them in life. One is using a stick that has pointed ridges all over it, spiked metal, that comes just swinging down for the first hit, going against your mask as the chamber hears a resounding as the metal hits your mask, kind of clocking you to the side for a second. Before again coming around to the opposite side and knocking your head that way to the right. The other one moving forward with, it looks like just a solid chain, with a dagger at the end of it, and slings it in your direction, cutting right where the cloak meets where your neck is. As we see energy pile up. The second one kind of ricocheting off the wall as the recoil not quite working on that. In total, that's going to be 32 points of damage, piercing and bludgeoning. It's a mixture of both.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled a concentration check for all of that. I think we're good there.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And now we move to Astani. Rory, you're on deck. So, Astani, you've just been hit. There's a lot going on in this chamber. What are you doing?
Remind me how much damage that was that I got hit with.
Oh no. Chat, can someone remind me, because I rolled already with a different
It was you took 1 damage.
No.
But you're resistant to that damage.
Thank you. And I knew that too. My goodness. Great. Now that I'm resisted, were there any other undead who ended their turn in the vicinity of Spirit Guardians?
I would, because how much is the range of Spirit Guardians?
It's a great question. I should have that open when I ask these questions.
That was 10-foot radius, I thought, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it says 15 feet.
Okay. Yes. One of the ones on Rory would be within that range right now.
Okay. Of course, their speed is halved.
Okay.
But they have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God.
I think everybody in the vicinity of it has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I can designate.
Like, no, I mean, all the enemies. I know we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, go. I was like, I'm not trying to get Rory. What do you mean?
No. I meant all the baddies.
Yeah.
All the baddies.
So that'll be the one that attacked on you and the one on Rory. That's going to be a 12 for the one on Rory and a 18 on the one on you.
That 18 is going to be a 1.
Oh, yes,
incredible! Because that is my spell.
My nat
save DC.
one. My nat one came
I was like,
into
how did you get
play.
an 18? Great. Then that is 3d8
Love it.
damage
Okay.
for each of them.
And we'll just say for the damage that you took, Mots, we'll just, because I do not remember, I want to say it was in the 20 range, so we'll just call it 20 and just leave it there, because I do not remember.
Cool. Great. Osani is hurting, but they're so annoyed and frustrated. So they're in a space where the natural order of things has been disturbed, and they kick up their back hooves to grab the mace that swings around into their hand, and straight forward at the undead. They will do one of their channel divinities turn undead.
Ooh, okay.
They hold up their mace to them, and their holy symbol is like almost a watery bead, like crafted like long lanyard with beads and little bells, and the little tinkling bells almost like are to get the dead's attention, and they hold it forward for like the lady. Each undead of your choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. That is going to be a 13 and a 19.
Okay. We only with 2, right? So the one who had failed, as the holy symbol comes up, one part of turn undead is that it also sears any undead that fails the saving throw with 4d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So the 3d8 that they first hurt from, it was a 3 plus 5 plus 3. 6 plus 5. 11.
11, yeah.
I'm going to just do this here because it's easier to calculate in my brain. And then the second who failed their saving throw from Seer Undead will get 25.
Okay. All right. So for the one that failed, Astani, can you go ahead and describe how you unmake this zombie?
I think
You basically set it ablaze.
I think exactly that. It is if there is a bit of light that comes in, it just reflects onto all the little crystals, the beads that comes through the holy symbol, and almost as if a choir, angelic little hymnal comes through her, and the bell rings, like the lady is like speaking through her to be like rest, and the zombie pretty much just collapses, almost seared.
Love it.
And falls down, like a little bit of smoke comes off.
Incredible. Okay.
For their bonus, as they do that, as they were doing the channel divinity, they're going to charge at the other one.
Okay.
So you just see like their front hooves starting, and as they're coming forward with the turn undead, that is a +5 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a 16 + 5.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool, cool, cool.
21, yeah.
Nope, that's not the right one. Is it the right? It is. Oh, that is a 3 + 3 for 6 damage with their hooves.
Love it. I think the zombie kind of very slowly raises his hands to try and block as your hooves just come smacking down.
Cool. Also, I ended my turn with my spirit guardians near there.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool.
Noted.
Should I roll that damage? Cool.
It's at the end of your turn, so yeah.
Is it my turn or their turn? I don't know when I do this, actually. I can't remember. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, check. I want to say it's at the end of their turn.
End of their turn. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
that'd be
so hang on to it for now. But no, you have a cannon waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
At the ready. Incredible. As the camera surges over to Rory in this time, as the one that got incinerated was one of the ones on you. You have one remaining on you. You saw Astani dash back towards the entrance of the crypt. You also see Deodora is busy with Demelza, or an elven figure. You're not quite sure who this is just yet, as well as the kind of moon-bladed warrior is kind of just hunched over, seeing but unseeing, waiting to kind of do something. What are you going to do?
So you said there's someone in the corner who's just like, all of this fighting is happening and they're just watching and waiting?
Regier, yeah. The one that basically shot the moon sigils in the air is not otherwise engaged. You can still see that the sigils are still kind of suspended in the air in this moment, but is not in direct combat like Astani is, or you are with the zombie, or Deodora with the elven kind of figure.
How far away are these particular? How far away is Regier?
Regier, I would say slightly across the room, so probably about 10 feet or so.
Okay, and then there's the zombie next to me.
Yes.
Okay. How far is the Melza from where I'm at?
Demelza is forward, I would say about 8 feet.
Okay.
So you're basically, Demelza's straight forward, zombie is directly in front of you, and then I would say Regier is off at your like 2 o'clock across the room.
Okay, so Rory's going to let go of the magic that is currently keeping Demelza busy, but instead of it just disappearing, it changes from blue to white, and I need all of the zombies, or all of these undead people in the area, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right. Zombie got a 9.
Okay.
Regier got a natural 20.
Okay.
For a 25 as a whole. And Demelza rolled as well, and that was a 23.
Okay. Hold for a moment here. Oh, wait. Never mind. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm sorry I asked. Because normally this is a spell that requires it for everyone watching at home. This is a spell that normally requires a saving throw, except for undead fiends and aberrations. So this is a saving throw that they can't make.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hold on for a moment.
You're good. Take your time. I believe, just to, again, reiterate, Deodora, you'll be next on the docket.
Okay, hold on for a moment. 7. Okay. You can explain how this works later.
Sure.
But that blue, like that thin thread of lightning, turns into a silver orb that expands and then flashes out of existence, covering the moon in a kind of a brief and brilliant moment of moonlight. And each one of these creatures takes 11 points of radiant damage.
Ooh. Okay. Did not like that.
That is Lunar Beacon.
Love it. You hear the zombie in front of you screech as that happens. And I imagine a little bit of its clothes starting to char, all looking a little bit moth-eaten from that. The figure off to your right that did the moon sigils, there is no response. There is nothing. It kind of just takes the hit. Whereas the figure that Deodora is fighting with, again, this wail kind of fills the room. But they take the damage. Anything else you wish to do?
I have a bonus action now, so I might as well take it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You might as well, maybe.
Give me a moment here.
You're good.
Okay. With my bonus action, another orb appears. And this one is green.
Okay.
Seeming to hold the energy of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on for a moment while I do the math here.
No worries.
Okay, hold on. Gotta roll a bunch of dice. Give me a second.
You are all good. I'm actually catching up on my math to see where everyone's at hit point wise. So it works out perfectly.
Okay. Everyone in the party heals for 24 points.
Nice. So that green energy you said kind of goes off. What does it feel like? Smell? Like what? Like
it dissipates into a cascade of butterflies, each one of them landing on a party member.
Oh, I love that.
Also, damn, I'm like almost a full. Like I'm like one off from being at full.
Good to know.
I feel like you shouldn't have said that, but
I mean, she was gonna attack me no matter what, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Wonderful. All right. We move to the top. No, that was the top of the order. We move over to Deodora now.
Okay.
What are you doing, love?
Well, I don't need to do the bonus action I was going to do anymore, so I gotta recalibrate real quick. With the shift weave that I got that memory from Demelza, is this still like stuck to me, for lack of a better term? Like it's still being like kind of pulled in slowly?
It's almost like just a single thread, like
Right.
a small like kind of going in and then disappearing into the cloak itself.
Okay. I want to try to use my own shift weave to pull it in further.
Okay.
Because you said that as it's being pulled in, it's also being cleansed, and I want that to happen more, so it also
Okay.
dissipates from the room. Because you said it was getting smaller as that was happening.
Correct, it was.
I guess I'll do, I don't even know, like a spirit or a shift weave check or something. I don't really, what would you call that? Or an attack?
Yeah, I would do an attack, and then we can flavor it with how you want to embrace, which I think fits with what we were doing at the start, too.
Does a 17 hit?
That is exactly what you needed, yes.
Okay, great. I'll just do both of my attacks right now.
Okay.
Oops. Fell. And then this next one I'm going to do Great Weapon Master, so that's going to be 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits, definitely.
Okay, great. So. Whoo, bitch. Okay, that's 20. 29, 39, 49 damage.
Okay. All right. As you were moving forward with these attacks, what emotion is driving you?
I think it's sorrow, but the kind of sorrow that is wrapped up in rage. Because this shouldn't have happened. And just a lot of it's mostly just rage, to be honest. But there is it's the rage that comes out of sadness, like one of the 5 steps of grief or whatever.
Sure.
She's already at the anger stage.
Can you go ahead and roll a wisdom savings throw as you do this too?
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. Again, the room fills. You see the figure steps forward, seeming to launch another attack before Indigo, again yelling as it looks like Regier actually ran out in front to take the hit before crumbling to the ground. Looking almost like bits of firebolt, almost bullets, kind of just ricocheted into his skin. And it's at this moment you are trapped within your body, but you feel like you're being drained elsewhere. And it takes a moment to realize before you're slowly getting suspended into the air. But your arm, which is moving, is not in your control as it reaches out towards Indigo, firing off an attack. And you see this elongated, almost obsidian nail. Massive, almost like a long sword. Goes digging into Indigo's side. He takes the brunt of it. Stands. Kind of sees the situation before spitting blood on the ground. And then shifting before disappearing up the stairs, as you can hear, as also at this point Demelza is spirits leaving her body, as relief momentarily. It's the Indigo got out at least. You can hear the pings as the obsidian nails continue following up the stairs until Indigo is out of sight.
Okay.
Tainted with that, as relief settles in, you do get a deluge of memories as the very stereotypical cinematic record that is her life starts kind of flashing before her eyes. But as that darkness starts to claim her, another voice. You are not going to the shift wave. I have use for you. Is all that's heard as there's a pressure around her neck. Sightless, lost in those memories, almost like she's clinging to it, not wanting to even acknowledge what else is happening before she is shoved into a room of darkness. and she feels like every fiber of her being is being ripped apart as you were shoved out of the memory. Similarly, your own spirit and shiftweave, I imagine, kind of recoiling around you momentarily as you felt that bite into yourself.
Yeah. And I still can't see this person. Is the voice familiar?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
And I can't see them yet.
She seemed to have been hiding within those memories, not wanting to even... It's very rare that Demelza has ever been afraid, and you can sense that was, even though she was trying to be very strong in that moment, that was fear that was running through her veins of what that meant.
Okay.
I think
Sparky's go ahead.
all the vision that you see is, again, just the hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think, all you get at this moment.
Yeah, that's all I get from Demelza anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sparky's gonna attack.
Go for it.
Does a... What is this fucking thing again? Oh, you said her AC is 7?
17.
17, that's what I meant. I meant to say, I forgot, just didn't say the same. Is there, my God. It's 7. Okay, Sparky misses again. Sparky, you're doing a great job, baby. You're fine.
The
like,
best
you've
boy.
done nothing wrong ever in your life. And then I'm going to action surge, because why fucking
Heck
not?
yes, let's do it.
Okay, that's, let me just do both. Okay, great. And I'm gonna see about doing Great Weapon Master for at least one of these. Let me see.
Sounds good. Then it'll be Demelza,
Oh my
Regier,
God.
and then the zombies, and then Astani are on deck.
Okay, so I have a 21 to hit,
The hits?
and then a 20. This one also hits. It's like 23 to hit.
Yep, that definitely does.
Okay, and let me get my 66.
Hello, let's go.
Two, 32, 42 damage.
Not looking good. Barely hanging on, I would say. As you again hear this loud screech, and the shiftweave kind of recoil for a second, as your attacks go through. What does it look like as you're hitting her?
It's just, like a controlled rage, like just anger, but also like, again, taking those lessons that she taught me, using the anger, using it like to fuel what I want to do, like letting the anger have meaning in this moment, and just wanting to free her so she can go to the shiftweave after hearing that voice say that to her. Just determination and rage.
Okay. All right. And those attacks. Doolin, you can see the shiftweave, again, almost like twisting and churning through the air itself, starting to lose some of its form before moments later kind of reassembling around her, almost like a shell. Just hanging on as, again, you see those strings moving. Anything else you wish to do?
I don't really have a bonus action right now, so I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to need as that happens, I am going to need all 3 of you to make dexterity savings throws, please.
I definitely didn't pass. I'm going to use Indomitable, which
Okay.
lets me re-roll a saving throw, but I have to take this next one, even if it's bad. So
Okay.
incredible. It's not any better.
Oh,
that's
no.
an 11.
11. Okay.
24.
24. Did you say 10, Matsu?
9.
Not oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. All right. Rory will take half of this.
None.
None. That's right. Yeah. Beauty of rogues. Love it. Demelza's shift weave rises up into the air around her. And you see for a second the glaive that she always carries, Theodora, splinter. And as that happens, there's a roar that occurs, not from Demelza. This sounds bigger. As the shift weave, in a familiar fashion to what you've seen in the past couple of days, all of a sudden expands before shooting almost like spider webs around the crypt room. As Theodora, that is going to be 32 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Astani, that is 32 points of piercing damage. Which, this is coming from behind you, Astani. As this, almost like a needle and thread, as you find that it is now going to be, at least for the two of you, difficult to move, as you have been shadow stitched.
Okay. We both can't move?
You can move, but it'll be considered difficult terrain because essentially your shadow
Okay.
has been stitched on the ground. You took the damage as it was piercing your shadow. So yes, you will be able to move, but it will be considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
You can use a strength check to get out of it. Kind of
Okay.
like how you did a couple days ago. That is what Demelza's going to do.
Also, by the way, I've been forgetting this, but whenever I hit Demelza, her speed is 0. Just so you
Yes.
know.
Yep. I did remember that at least.
Okay.
So, which is why she hasn't really moved beyond just rising up slightly or falling slightly. She has just stayed pretty much where she's at. All right. That is it for Demelza. Regier at this time is going to go ahead and make his attacks. He is going to focus in on you, Rory. Let's see. That's going to be a 25 to hit for the first one. Yeah, on you, Rory.
Yeah, but 25 hits.
Okay. And
How far away is Rogier from us?
Regier from
They're like back in a corner.
yeah, they're back in the corner.
Okay,
Said
so
they were
not
like,
within five.
like,
Not within 5
10.
feet.
No.
It looked like they were
Okay.
like 10 feet away, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then the second one, I think hits you. It's a 16, correct?
That one is going to get well, how do I want to do that?
That's why I was like, I don't know, so that's why I will ask, because I don't know how you want to use some
Yeah,
of
that's
your
gonna
abilities.
get this reaction, so a force field appears.
Love it. Okay. The first one, as again, these kind of moon sigils appear in the air before piercing your direction. That'll be 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
5 of that radiant. And
Okay.
then it looks like that same attack is about to happen, but then ricochets off because of the force field. What does your force field look like as you cast that?
It's just like a indigo colored square.
Love it. Okay. That is it for Regier. Next we have 2 zombies left. We'll start with the one on you, Astani. What does it want to do? It's gonna go ahead and It's gonna go ahead and try and bite you. And that's a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, how far away is this from me?
This is 15 feet backwards.
God damn it. Okay.
Sorry, I had to map it out.
No,
In my
it's
head.
fine. I just, nobody's close to me, so I can't use my reaction.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's not your fault.
Okay.
Everything else is though. Everything
Yeah.
else is your fault.
Understandable. Okay. Let's see. That's gonna be a. Okay, that's gonna be 14 points of piercing damage, and can you please make a Constitution savings throw?
Okay. It's a 16.
Okay. You'll only take half damage from this, because as soon as the bite comes down, I imagine on your forearm, where some of the armor is a little bit more pliant, you immediately feel the energy of necrosis kind of settling in. That is going to be 8 points of necrotic damage with that.
Okay. All right. Could I do a reaction to this?
Sure. It's a new round, so yes, you can.
Okay. All right. As they feel this, I think with 6 hit points left, I think with the reaction, they're going to like hold onto that necrotic energy and cast false life onto themselves.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Can do. Okay. We switch over to the last remaining zombie on Rory, which is barely hanging on as well. It is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against you. Let's see. That's a natural 20 on the first and a 14 on the second. Rory, do both hit?
What were those numbers?
Natural 20 on the first and a 14.
Okay, the 14 misses. I feel like one of them is a foregone conclusion, right?
Sure. Okay. And that is going to be 28 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
With that's the one that nat 20'd. The 14 obviously misses. It's the one that's got the kind of chain with the dagger at the end of it that's just been kind of slinging it every so often.
I think I'm gonna, if I can do that, I'm gonna try to uncanny dodge that one.
Sure. So you would take half of that damage then. So half of 28, which I think is 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Both end their turn in that vicinity. So yes, Astani, your circle should activate for the one that's
Yep.
on you.
This is great.
You have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Every time?
The zombie does,
Yeah,
yeah.
the zombie, not you.
Not you.
Sorry.
The
I was
zombie
talking to
does.
Jordan.
Yeah.
If it was you, Astani, I wouldn't have said anything.
This happens to be a favorite spell of, I think, Fair and I. So yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, it's gonna be me. Which I believe is a failure at 10.
Oh, yes. That is an 8 on the first one, a 5 on the second,
Okay.
and a 4 on the last.
17.
How do you unmake this zombie?
I think when they first pulled on its energy for false life, they just take whatever bit of energy that they had that they borrowed from the lady and will it back. So it first looks like they are disappearing into ash, and then finally this like little bit of that ash turns into almost glittery light.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Okay. As you see that disperse, turning into ash in the air, as whatever undead force that had been animating it disperses as well. There's still one zombie remaining in the room, and that one is on currently Rory at this time, though not looking great. As well as the individual with the moon blade sigils, and then the other individual, which is on Deodora at this moment. Incredible. Astani. It's your move.
Great. There is one zombie left.
Mm-hmm.
With their sight, were they able to see any others that were awake? Because I remember there were 5 and there were 3 here.
Correct. The other 2 signatures, because Demelza and probably Regier, they also count it as undead. So they're being treated. So that's the 5 signatures that you saw.
I see. And okay. They let's see, we'll go towards Theodora, do they look like they're hurt, or is Rory looking like they're more hurt?
I'm fine. I don't know about Rory, but if you're looking at me, you should heal yourself, definitely. Or
They
Rory,
will.
but I'm fine.
Okay. Let's see. They're going to attack that creature first,
Okay.
and then do a mass healing word for their bonus.
Love it.
Let's see. They're going to go into I don't want to spend too many of my spell slots. I'm scared. I'm just really scared. Okay. Actually, no. How far away is Theodora from the zombie?
From the zombie, 6 to 8 feet, I would say. Not far.
Okay, so they can get to it in their turn.
Yeah, it's basically Rory, zombie, Deodora, and then the elven figure that Deodora is fighting. Almost in a line. And then the other figure off to your right in the corner.
Okay. They have faith in this next turn, so they're just they will heal them. What is it with everyone with mass healing word?
Okay.
Let's see, which one is that? We're gonna do it at how many slots do I have? I'm gonna go to 3rd level for now. So that is a 2d4 plus 4.
What does it look like as you were casting that?
The almost the seahorses coming towards like a wave. So everyone underneath, if you've ever stepped into the veil, this is a new feeling. This is how Ostani and the Watchers see the veil more spiritually, and it is like stepping into water. So it almost comes to your feet, and you feel it like cooling you, like when you're first stepping into the ocean, like from a beach. It doesn't pull you into, the veil, but it does embrace you for 2d4 plus 4. and I think they will go up to the creature, and I think they're going to hit them with their mace.
Okay.
I haven't done anything with their mace this entire session. It's a 14 plus 6.
To the zombie, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that does hit.
Let's see, they'll hit them for 4 damage.
Okay.
No, sorry, 6 damage. And as they do that, let's see, move straight forward. Does that do that with that? Oh no, I did the mass healing word. Dang it. Actually, no, sorry. I'm so sorry. I
You're
have
good.
so many things on my list. I have to go through all of them to be like, this is what I was trying to do. And
It's
then
all
I
good.
found it because I was on the right sheet.
Listen, this is our first real big combat, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's the level 10, okay? Just my brain. They wanted to point their mace at them
Okay.
and do divine spark. That's what I was trying to imagine.
I
Like
wondered
them
when you were
hitting
going
at
to
it.
do that. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I forgot the name for it. And I was like, yeah, their mace. They haven't used it.
Yeah.
Please do a con saving throw for the creature.
Okay, can do.
Also,
then-
how much was that healing word?
2d4 plus 4. That's...
Oh, you didn't want us to. Oh, I wasn't sure if you wanted us to roll it ourselves or
You
if you were
can- you
gonna roll
can-
it.
You could... Oh, we have to do it
Okay.
for everybody, right?
Yep.
That's how that works?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Don't worry. It's all good. And yeah,
4,
clerics have a big
Another 4.
kit to do for stuff, so it's totally understandable.
It's 2d4 plus 4, so that's 4, 4, 4, 12.
Nice.
No. Right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 2d4 plus
Yeah.
4. That's 3.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
There we go. 12.
12.
Aha.
Nice. Thank you.
And the save was a 13.
Ooh, okay. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 plus 4 damage.
Love it.
Radiant damage. Oh, that's a d4. What am I rolling here? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 4 necrotic or radiant damage, your choice, or half as much on a successful save. Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to whip this out, because it is nice. So,
15 damage. And they will, of course, they'll be radiant.
okay. Not looking good. This thing is clinging to life. Incredible.
So are we.
Stop. Incredible. Anything else you wish to do? All right. We move to the top of the order with Rory. What are you going to do? The zombie in front of you, not looking great. The elven figure currently fighting the Adora, not looking good either. And then the figure off to your right definitely has taken some damage, but has otherwise been unimpeded, I would say.
Okay. I am going to, on that person, let me see, does that do anything?
And Theodora, you're on deck.
Nope, that's not a weapon. Okay.
Oh.
So what I will do here
Mm-hmm.
is you see let me do this real quick. Second level, so this is
Thank you, Fair.
7. Okay. Another silver orb appears and then flashes filling up the whole room.
Yep.
And every creature in there takes another 11 radiant damage.
Okay. How do you unmake this zombie? Because it had exactly 11 hit points left.
Like, it is... The effect looks like as the light flashes, you see that creature just kind of peel out of existence, and when the room is back at its normal lighting level, it's just gone.
Love it. Ashes to ashes returns again. Wonderful. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
I don't... Wait, can I do that?
A question I ask myself constantly. Can I do that?
Okay. Oh, wait, never... Oh, wait, I didn't do that. Okay. Then the thing Actually, I don't think I need to worry about that either, actually.
What are you doing, Sen?
Oh, actually, I'm going to do that one. Bonus action dodge.
Yeah.
It's never listed in a way that make like in a
No.
place that makes sense. So I'm just like, can I do that?
Yeah, the UI is a little bit tricky. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes, yeah, that's what I was like, are you going to dodge? Are you not going to dodge? Okay. Anything else you wish to do, Sen?
No.
All right. Theodora, you are up.
Right. So question.
Yes.
Because you said I have this shadow stitch thing happening.
Yes.
If I blink, does my shadow come with me?
You will have to roll a wisdom save for it, but it can. It's basically your force of
Okay.
will forcing your shadow to move.
Okay. I don't know if that does me any good because my wisdom save isn't that great.
You do have inspos.
I do have inspos, that is true. Okay, because I don't want to use my action to do a strength save
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Okay, so I'll just do that. I'm gonna try to blink and get out of this shadow stitch so I can move freely.
Yep.
Just does an 18?
Yeah. You feel similar to how Demelza was feeling before, as well as how you felt a couple days ago. You feel the stitch give, almost like it's still trying to cling on to your shadow itself, but you are able to blink. And it moves with you.
Okay. Can I say, like, you said that the stitch gives way, but like, because my armor's been like doing this thing where it absorbs, can it like just get absorbed into like my shadow as I'm moving away
Sure. Yeah.
and like cleanse itself or whatever? Okay,
Yes.
great.
Another
So I'm
little-
gonna, I just want to shift just enough to get out of this. I don't
Yeah.
want to move too far away from Demelza because I'm going to continue to just attack her.
Yeah,
And
go for it.
then try to get her down and then move on to whoever. Okay, that is a 21 to hit,
Heads.
and then a 19 to hit.
That hits as well.
Let's do 25 damage.
Okay. What does it look like as you're hitting?
It's just focus. Like, there's been a little bit of compartmentalization happening right now because if I let my emotions overwhelm me too much, I'll miss, and I won't be as effective as I need to be in this moment. So there's like a focus to it, but you can still see just in my eyes that rage, that hurt over what's happened to her friends. And so it's just like kind of with focus, with a purpose, all of her training coming into play to take down this creature that is using her friend's body because it's not her friend
Yep.
anymore.
Your blade hits. And you feel that give as you see the strings recoil. As Demelza drops to the ground. Can you go ahead and make a wisdom savings throw?
At 20.
Natural 20, nice.
Fuck.
Okay, good. Whew. Okay. What emotion? I know you were talking a little bit about that before. Of compartmentalizing. What's the origin for these attacks going forward?
I think it's still going to be that anger, but also now that Demelza's fallen, a little bit of relief because she can rest now, and soon Rogier will be able to rest as well.
A thread pulls from the shift weave. It's still there, but it's now largely that teal. Any remaining ghostly shift weave of hers gone. And as the string pulls into your armor, you don't get a vision just yet. This one seems to be almost like a small beam of light, where the rest were literally looking like threads being woven into and then embraced by your armor. This looked like almost like a yarn ball wrapped up before being pulled into the armor itself. A memory to perhaps be unwoven at a later time. As Demelza drops out of combat.
How far is Rogier from me?
Rogier is about 6 feet.
Okay. Because I took down I reduced Demelza to 0 HP, I can do melee attack with my bonus action.
Yes, you can.
Oops. I'm going to use a superiority die to make a precision attack so I can hit.
Go for it.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Would a 19 hit?
Yes. That's exactly what
Okay,
you need
'cause
for
I'm going to
him.
use great weapon master on them.
Love it.
24 damage.
Okay. What does it look like as you were hitting him?
It's just the same. It's just more the same. I think I've entered a bit of a flow state, almost like it's like again, the lessons that Demelza taught me don't get in my head. And so I'm kind of like, you see through like the way my body's moving that it's not mindless, but it's also like I am focused.
Yeah.
And you can't take me out of this flow state right now.
Yeah.
Because this is something that needs to be done, and I'm going to get it done.
Yep. Makes sense. Okay. Takes those hits. Anything else to do on your turn?
Oh, Sparky's gonna come hit.
Yep.
Come on, young boy.
Come on, babies.
Oh, hell yeah. Sparky got a fucking 21 to hit.
Oh, let's go. Yes, that hits.
He doesn't do that much damage, but it's fine.
Every little
he
bit
got a
helps.
hit.
The best boy.
Okay, let me look at what 1d6 plus strength modifier. That's for that one. What's his normal attack though? Oh, it's 1d6. Okay. It's just 1d6.
Okay.
This little guy.
Just a little baby.
Plus 1. So he does 6 damage.
Okay. Love it.
Okay, I wanted to check to see if there was any language about them being knocked prone, but there's not, so.
Okay. Love it. And Astani, for your notes, you are no longer shadow stitched. That dispersed with Demelza, just so you're aware. Okay. Next up is Rogier. He is going to Yeah, I think he's going to do that move. Okay. Deodora, you see the blades of Regier kind of rising up again, similar to Demelza, the Shiftweave itself puppeting these very curved long swords. And as they raise up in the air, it looks like they are almost making an eclipse. As he's going to go ahead and attack you 4 times.
Like melee attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just
Yep.
making sure.
No, you're good. I'm going to just roll these all at once. Okay. 18, which misses. Riposte, I know, comes into play. 23, a 22,
Hits.
and a 25.
Hits.
Okay. Go ahead and do your riposte.
Okay. That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits. Also, welcome in, Raiders. Okay.
That's 16 damage.
Okay. Oof. Not looking good at all. Okay. And from you, as the eclipse kind of forms for a moment, these blades above his head, all of a sudden you just hear the sound of swooshing through the air as the blades come down, spinning quickly across your shoulders, your chest, dealing a total of 29 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
With 12 of that being radiant.
Okay.
That's all he does for his turn. Now we're up to Astani.
I look fine, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you mean you look fine?
I mean, if we're gonna talk above table, I'm at 76 of 122 hit
Fair
points.
is just
I'm fucking
asking
fine.
for some ass whooping is all I'm gonna say.
I mean,
Okay,
you know
cool.
what? I think you've whooped my ass enough the past 2 sessions, to be honest. So, like, let me have this. Thank you.
All right, Astani, what are you doing?
How far away am I?
You're about 15 feet back.
Okay, not that bad.
And this being that Deodora is up against is barely hanging on. You can tell.
Okay. From here, let's see, they will...
No, fair. No. Yeah, I will. Okay, done. This individual, just so you get a little bit of time to figure out what you want to do, raise their curved longsword blades up into the air, making almost this eclipse. More of those moon sigils showing off, and then just quick as a flash, making swipe after swipe against Deodora, who took it, isn't flinching, but probably from your perspective as well, you can tell they are very rigid in their stance. They seem to just they have a clear focus. We're doing this and that's it. They're not really stopping and smelling the roses, so to speak.
Yeah. So, this creature is still undead.
Yeah.
And does that mean they're resistant to necrotic damage? Would Asani know that?
I feel like Astani would know that already.
That they're resistant to necrotic?
Yeah.
Dang.
You've dealt with undead before.
Okay.
Just it's rare, but you have dealt with them.
Of course. Yes. They are going to, let's see. It's great when you're either doing radiant damage or necrotic damage,
Yeah.
and all your radiant stuff is done. And No, you just got all that necrotic sitting there. It's great. Oh, we're just gonna have to do that, huh? Oh, they have another channel divinity they can use. Should we use all of them? No.
I think you have like 3 of
Yeah,
them.
you should have
You have
3
charges,
at level 10.
I think.
Yes. We should use it. We should. Cool. They will. How like weak is this creature?
barely hanging on.
Like single digits. Are we thinking? Oh, okay.
It would be very bloodied, truthfully, if it were alive.
Mm-hmm. Of course. They will attack with their mace instead.
Okay.
It's a 15 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits. As you come barreling over there, I'm imagining.
That is a 5 plus 2 damage.
That's exactly what you needed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go ahead. And Mox, we weave many stories here. How do you unmake this individual that you just saw attacking Deodora?
I think Ostani commands a presence already, but their personality, the jewels, the bells, everything feels calm and reassuring and warm. But at this moment, there is this fear of when a centaur is about to just stomp you to the ground. So they just get up as high as they could, and they take off that head so it falls, almost whispering, "Not her."
Love it. Okay. So, there is a resounding metal sound as your attack hits. And the chamber goes quiet. You've dispatched this level of the crypt. And as 2 of Deodora's tribe's members laid slain on the ground, unsure of what pieces we will pick up next, we're going to go ahead and take our break. So, we're going to take a break for about 10 minutes, y'all. Please get up, stretch, move around. Thank you so much for that, Ray. Chaotic Wholesome. You're so awesome. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. So see you all very soon. Stay with us. And hello, everyone. Welcome back from your break and ours. Very excited to be back and in it. So, yeah. If you are just joining us, our group made their way into the crypts and hang on one second, apologies. Made their way into the crypts and were immediately thrown into a bit of a fight with two of Deodora's tribes members, as well as several zombies that made their way out of several of the vaults. Throughout the battle, Deodora was able to absorb some of the shift-weave memory of the Melza, who seemed to have been the first of the group in here before that had been cut down. Slowly absorbing some of the memories of shiftweave as that had happened. Silence falls on the chamber. Imagine somewhat uneasily with this group. And that is where we pick up.
I think it's quiet, safe for like just ragged breathing as the adrenaline starting to like fade away, and my thoughts become I stop compartmentalizing everything, like, but it's like a slowly, like as the adrenaline like starts to fade away, like slowly, like everything sort of like comes rushing forward, like pushing forward.
Yeah.
As I like look around the scene, I'm not saying anything, but it's just like, Jesus Christ, sorry. My dog just flipped out of his bed like a goddamn whale beaching itself. Of course, now he wants to leave the room. He's had all this time. Yeah, just
every time, Mots.
But yeah, I'm not saying anything, but just looking over the scene at my friends' bodies.
You can see several piles of ash from where I don't know if necessarily you were completely aware of the zombies that were in the room. I think you were, because they were mostly behind you for one. You probably heard noises, but I think you were so focused ahead. But you do see the piles of ash. You do see, again, the dried splatters of Indigo's blood from a day or two before. And Demelza lying similarly to how she was lying in the first memory that you saw, on ground on her stomach, hand partially outstretched, face to the side, against the stone, eyes glassy. Rogier kind of thrown up into the corner, almost like a rag doll. Moonblades to the side.
I sink down to the ground, sort of between both of them. Like, I know they weren't that close, but also I think they're close. They're not that far away from each other.
No.
So sort of just sinking to the floor between them, and just sort of reach out on either side and just hold their hands.
And they're cold. You can tell necrosis set in a while ago. But they're here, but they're not. That aura of theirs is always present. It's just not. It's kind of like breathing in a stale room. It only goes so far.
I think it's like I trick myself for a moment into thinking they're there because I have so many memories of them, and then it's like that silence settles in, and it's cold and dark in here.
For Demelza specifically, as she was always, minus when she was hunting, she was always the one that was the loudest in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Could always pick her out. Rogier always was more reserved,
Yes.
but
Rogier,
presence.
they're that one friend who's just silently kind of observes, and then the second like something happens, they're the ones who like they've seen everything happen, and so they can like they tell you like they're quiet, but they can also tell you about themselves a little bit. About yourself.
I imagine that Rogier was probably the one that ended up getting you in trouble when you were little. If you ended up sneaking out, or
that stealth friend who like you think is the good one, but always gets you in you always end up with some shit. Yeah, that was Rogier for fucking sure.
But the three of them, Indigo, Demelza, Rogier, three musketeers always together. Always. From the time that they were little. But they always made sure that you felt welcomed. Never the, oh, this is Indigo's annoying sibling. No. Always watchful. There's a couple memories I think that come to mind of perhaps you getting bullied in the tribe, and a couple days later, Demelza and Rogier appearing at dinner looking very roughed up, but a couple other individuals filing in looking far worse for wear as they beat the shit out of your bullies, mumbling underneath that they're the only ones allowed to pick on you.
Yeah, everyone always mentions the Three Musketeers, but they always forget there was actually a fourth one.
Yeah.
I'm still not saying anything, but I think I would like. I know that necrosis has set it in their body. These are probably pretty stiff, but
yeah,
just want to settle them in a way that's a little bit more peaceful.
Sure. Who do you move first, I would say?
I think I'll move Rogier first.
Okay.
And then Demelza. And I'll put them like next to each other.
Would you like some... I'm going to like... Most of this, I think, is like communicated in silence of asking Theodora if she needs help with moving people and then helping her move them.
I think it's... I don't know if it's necessary for y'all to ask me that. It's more so like, if you were to just start helping, she wouldn't push you away or say no to you.
I think it's that moment of being like, this is clearly like a deeply personal thing, and it's at least for Rory's part, kind of an internal battle between, do I need to give her space because this is a really heavy thing, or should I try to be close to her because this is also a really heavy thing?
She would prefer closeness.
And ultimately, I think that's what he does.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just gonna say, I think there's part of her that like does want to deal with it on her own, but knows also that's not really the best way to go about it. When Rogier fell, did I get any remnants of their shift weave at all?
No.
No?
It seems like what had been... I'm going to say this. Why don't you roll a perception check?
Oh boy. Sparky, take the wheel.
Also, does Theodora mention that feeling?
The feeling of
trying to being able to like see the life of one person or whatever, but not being able to quite sense the other in the same way.
I don't think she mentions it, mostly because I think during the battle it wasn't something that it wasn't something that she intended to really happen when it initially started. At least it just sort of happened, and she doesn't necessarily 100% understand like how all of the shiftweave stuff works. It sort of just clung on to her and then got absorbed into the armor, basically. But now that she knows the armor, now that she like has experienced the armor doing that in real life, not sure if it's like to make it. She doesn't know how to like. It's like, hey, can you wake up? We need this stuff. So it's just like it's not something that she can really articulate or even mention because it's just new to her. But you do see her looking over Rogier, kind of like almost like trying to like almost like she's trying to like parse something out, put something together. You said perception check?
Mm-hmm. And you will have advantage on it too.
Yeah, I still had to use inspiration.
Yep.
So 22.
Okay. With a 22. Similar to how they both were in life, it seems like Rogier, as strong as he was, his soul, his shiftweave was muddled very quickly. It was done with precision to the point that when you ended up facing them both, Rogier's shiftweave and those memories had largely been, I would say, kind of disintegrated, eaten, that energy. Demelza, one to never go quietly, seemed to have been hanging on either for Indigo's return or for someone else that shiftweave that memory. Her soul is not here, and it didn't pass on to the shiftweave, neither did Rogier's. You can sense that. The shiftweave is, minus what had been floating around their bodies, is absent in this room. Cut off. But she seemed to have ingrained and tried to ingrain as much important information into her shiftweave and hung on stubbornly until someone was able to come. She hung on until you were there. The memory that is Demelza. And while they can't use her body, they can't use her shiftweave anymore. What her soul and Rogier's soul have been parried off to, that you got a glimpse of as well. Important information you have not been able to get before. The question was always, where does a soul go when it's absorbed? You've come close to that before. But it was your friends that managed to save you and pull you back. Demelza didn't have that. And wherever she is being pulled apart bit by bit as memories are fading. Who she is. All of that lingering. But wanted to give whoever found her the best chance that they could. I would say with a perception check as well. It's likely that she knew that whoever was going to use her may also use memory against the tribe. All of the memories that you saw, all of the things had and were very carefully maneuvered to not show the location of the Shiftweave. For she did not want this massacre to continue, especially with Indigo injured. Living, alive, but injured.
After we've moved them with Rory's help, I think again, will sink down to the floor near them and just sort of like, for like both Rogier and Demelza, just kind of like, you know when you like comforting a child and like stroking their hair, it's kind of like that with them. Just thank you for protecting him and them. I will make sure this doesn't happen again. And I want to take like, if there's like, I know Rogier has their like curved long swords. I want to take something from both of them if it's possible. If I can tell they're like not, haven't been like tampered with.
Yeah.
Just to like bring it back when I do go meet with the tribe.
I will say for Demelza, you find, you can find the remaining shattered pieces of her glaive are around this room. But I think what stands out to you first, especially as you're moving, is you notice there's what appears to be a small kind of chain around her neck.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a thread woven chain with sunflowers interdispersed through. Specifically, there are 3. One golden, with like a small golden gem on it. Another indigo. And the last one, a solid midnight blue. She wasn't the best craftsman in the world, but you can tell that she forged this herself.
Yeah, I'll take that. And then whatever Rogier might have besides the swords.
In his pocket, you would notice that there's seems like it's almost a small clock, moon clock, that seems to notate not the time, but the moon cycle. It's probably at this point late afternoon, and it looks like tonight is so set to be a full moon. You can see it's notating the main moon of Ampistrano, as well as on the actual, not the clock face, but the lid that kind of rises up. You can see it notates the other 2, including the red dwarf, which all of them look like they are either near full or getting close to it, I would say. But the one that's going to be for sure full is the big moon. And that'll be tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tuck these items away and then wipe my face.
Theodora?
Yes?
Do you mind if I pick those up? Gesturing at the moon-shaped swords. I
No.
believe that if we find others from the Shiftweave, they may want these.
It was my intention to take them, so yes, go for it. They would want someone else to use them.
It is a very somber moment when Rory picks them up.
I think I watch, but it's like I'm having a hard time watching, you know? Like there's a finality to it that I know I have to accept, but don't want to.
There's probably even more to do in these catacombs, but based on what we've seen, it might be prudent to try to find Indigo.
Yes, we have to. If he's not safe, and the rest of the tribe isn't either if he was followed. Tyneal knows where they are. I will reach out to him.
If that's true, then Tyneal might also be in danger.
Yes.
It is a difficult thing that I'm about to ask you, but we are going to have to move as quickly as possible so that we can save the people that we can save, I guess.
Yes. I will do what must be done, if that's what you're going to ask.
To be sure, I think enough have been asked of you today.
We're
Okay,
being targeted.
I
said my people are being targeted. Probably because of our connection to the events that happened originally and the shift wave. It's only part of... It's the other side of the veil. I agree, I was asked a lot today. But I have a feeling that more is going to be asked of me. I just hope I can hang on.
That's what you have us for.
I think there's a moment, and like, I think Deodora, especially for Rory, is kind of easy to read in some ways. And like you see in her face a fear as she looks to the two of you and then looks down to her friends on the floor. And it's kind of similar to how Rory was about Astani. There is a temptation to bench them, I guess, for lack of a better term, so they don't get hurt too. Only for as long as you want to be here.
Well, as ill-fitted to the moment as this humor might be, it's not like I have anywhere else to be. I literally cannot go beyond the veil. Haven't been able to for a couple of centuries now. So, if I'm going to stick around, I might as well be helpful.
Stani is slowly walking around as this was happening, and until Theodora looked at them, they have played the role of the person who's just respectful in the corner, this is not there. They have been that person when family members are watching as they cover their loved ones. The watchers working together, pulling them into the water and pushing them away into the veil. They feel more comfortable leaning down to the bodies and slowly humming as they're just helping them go to rest. They're whispering to them, but as if they were not in these bodies, they're just next to Asani in a way. Just, they might hold your visage, but they are not you. You deserve rest. You deserve a moment to float. And they're just giving that prayer off to each of them and laying down flowers and little beads that they've collected. And until Theodora looked at them, they finally have that moment of, like when the Spiritfarer or the I think of Asani as almost like a funeral director. Like, you notice them and they're like, oh, I am part of this. They give a look back to Theodora, immediately of, do not shield me. Do not bench me. I am exactly where I want to be. And they will get up and collected from each of the visages of their friends and not the true spirits of their friends. They'll hold Theodora's hand together for as long as you keep remembering them, they are alive. And for as long as you have me, I will keep protecting that memory.
Thank you. I would like to leave this place now.
I'll only stay a bit longer to wish them off into their journey. But I want you to remember them as they were, and not of this falseness.
I will. I have a lot of memories of them.
Asani will just stick back and watch them go forward. And they'll just start drawing onto the ground and talking to the lady.
I use dancing lights and walk with Theodora on her way out.
Okay.
I think this is a moment where they pull the loved ones in and they watch as the families are in the banks of the temple district, just watching them go into the water towards the veil. Asani's very comfortable in this moment, and she kind of calls the waters forward, She takes a couple of bells out of her bandolier and she starts, in a way, it's not a prayer, but or forgiveness. Is just, even if this is, I think they would take a couple of beads from their pouch that have markings on them,
Mm-hmm.
and without knowing, like, if it's truly from fear, concern, or caution, because Rory did say we have to go. Finally wishing to the lady, please take them with you in your embrace. Let them rest. They will shake it into their hands, throw it onto the ground, and cast augury.
Okay. Can you remind me what augury does?
You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a course of action that you plan to take. The DM chooses the omen from the omens table. There's weal, woe, weal, and woe. Indifference means like good, bad. And it's just, what's an omen? And the thought that they had was the actions to reach Tyneal, that go next, the tribe, the family, Indigo. And since Asani has never met them, they just have splashes of indigo, like the color, in their head.
Okay. To flavor this a bit more, can you go ahead and roll D100?
$39.
39. The water drips out, creating small ripples onto the stone floor, kind of further encircling. Dancing lights around the chamber, setting a very different ambiance than what this room was a few minutes ago. And as you focus in, offering up that prayer, that tether, a couple of things happen in the span of a few minutes. You feel the Lady of the Veil reaching, trying to do as you have so gently requested, which is to take them into her embrace. But it's strange. It's almost like her visage as it kind of appears momentarily. Hands reaching down to perhaps welcome them through. Reach down into nothing. Almost like a flower that's been ripped out at the root. And normally you get a sense of who these individuals were as these ripples occur across the water. But instead it's nothing but ice. A doubtful energy fills you as this is the first real kind of experience of seeing someone whose soul was taken, much like those gravestones outside that have the soul scorch marks of souls dragged elsewhere versus where they were supposed to go, were meant to go, were meant to be. The souls, you can tell, like rain, that smell that fills the air, you can tell the souls are still pushing forward wherever they are. but they're also dwindling like candles in a wind. For these are not only the representations of not just their souls, but the souls of countless others who have likely been taken. A flash of memory appears in your mind momentarily of your mentor, always a few steps ahead. Just the scent of rain filling the chamber. As your thoughts turn towards Tyneal and the tribe, from the visage of the lady herself, she seems to pull forward what looks to be a almost golden arrow interlocked with shiftweave strong. You can see on one of the feathers of the shiftweave portion of the arrow is bleeding slightly, but only a couple droplets, not profusely. Looks maybe almost like a paper cut. Strong. There is a sense of foreboding that settles in, though. For with this golden spirit arrow, as well as the shiftweave that's accompanying it, there is something else that appears behind it. You see 3 figures. One seemingly representing yourself, another a sunflower, and the final one looking very similar to Rory's automaton eye, further back. And in this moment, they are underneath a shroud of this blackened teal energy. That is almost draped over, almost like an elongated hand, over the 3 of you. As the lady kind of stares at you with a warning in her eyes, before she fades into the rain and mist in the chamber around you.
There's a moment where they're just breathing through, and there's tears coming down each sides of Osani's face. They just utter, let me not lose my dream, even though I scan the veil with eyes unseeing through their glaze of tears, and they just like wipe away their tears. Let me not falter through the rungs of fortune perish. Praying pure air, let me not lose the vision, and they hit their chest. Powers that toss the world, I pray, hold me in guard. Don't let anguish tear my dreams away. And they close their eyes to the last bit of like that moment of the holding, the ichor, the everything that's coming through. I am afraid, and yet I will still stand. And they will stand forward and take their beads from them and put them back into one of the little edges of their scarf that they've tied together and hang it from them. Good news and bad news, that's how you work. All right. And then they just shake it off, say goodbye, and almost clear away their footprints as if no other footprints should be in this chamber. Sure. Anymore, and walk out and leave. And as they come outside, you can see that they're just shaking off a full body like shiver to everyone else. How are you feeling, Theodora?
You ask that and you look at Theodora and they're just like, we were just in a dusty mausoleum, so like there's just trails, like clean trails through like the dust and the grime that it collected during the fight. Because she's just been crying.
Oh.
She can't really answer.
They won't put their hand to the face, but they put it just near, as if you can feel the warmth from Asani. Oh, well, the rain eventually ends too, so. They'll ask for your hand and, like, we'll walk forward with you if you need it. If you need someone to just put the weight and hold you for a little bit as you walk.
Yeah, she'll take your hand.
For sure, you feel a little shaking from them.
Don't ask any questions about it, at least not at that moment. Maybe later. But I think there's a part inside me that kind of already knows why. Just because of like what you do, like what your job is to ferry people over, and there's nothing to ferry right now. Or ever. But I don't say that. Not ready to acknowledge that just yet.
Rory quietly cast a protection from evil and good spell on Theodora.
Do you do it like stealthily or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I rolled a 21 on sleight of hand.
And where are you all heading?
We don't know where Indigo is. And I take a moment for this too. Oh wait. Well, that's the thing I can do now. Hold on.
Yep. Oh, voice. Voice mod. They're back, baby.
Nope, not yet anyway.
Aw.
Damn.
Stay tuned for next session, but
Yeah.
being in, I would say maybe the best place to go would be to try to find Tyneal. But if I had to make a guess, if Indigo is in touch with Tyneal and is trying to reach him, it might put Tyneal in some danger. So I'm going to recommend that we head back to our current safe house and I think I might have a word with a certain bird.
You think that the communication devices we were given might be compromised, or?
I am not certain if they are. I hope they aren't. I'm not sure we would like to make any other unfortunate discoveries today, so that is currently a risk I'm unwilling to take.
Okay.
Okay. And you head back through the graveyard district as rain continues to fall. Not a very populated part of the city. You do see every now and then somebody maneuvering back to probably a home or elsewhere. And it's not long before you find yourselves at the Inn of Lilon. And as you walk through those doors, I think that's a good place for us to end for today. Great job, y'all. Really great job. Thank you all so much for joining us. We ended closer to time, which is great. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. Why don't we do a quick go around of who we are, where people can find and support the wonderful things that you do, and we'll start with Sin this time around.
Hi, I have been Sinziak, and we're dealing with some interesting feelings over here, but I've also been Rory, the he/him smithing person, and eventually probably going to be blacksmith, Blackstone. Good lord, the they/he person. You can find me on Black Sky, Sinziak.blacksky.app, and you can also find me here on Twitch when I finally resume this whole streaming thing in the new space that I'm in by the same name.
Incredible. Thank you so much. We'll jump over to Maz.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Maz. Again, I'm playing with Stani, both of us with she, they pronouns. You can find me tomorrow on Forgotten Adventures, playing Navara, my Oathbreaker Paladin, who is also a Hell Knight. And then, yeah, she made a deal with a devil. It's going great.
Yeah, it's totally
great.
fine.
It's totally good. Yeah, it's totally normal.
Sounds
not
hot.
Yeah.
It's
Kinda
a chain
sexy.
devil. Yeah. But other than Forgotten Adventures, you can find me everywhere at Mozzarella, or It's Mozzarella, with 2 L's. That way you can see what other games I'm on, or Starcrawl RPG. I usually stream on Thursdays, and now for the new year, I'm streaming during the weekdays. I am going to be finishing my dirt run. That is my goal for the next couple of days. I'm only in Act 2. That's possible, right?
Sure.
And yeah. Sure, I trust that.
Just grind for like 12 hours per stream and you'll be fine.
Well, I am off Monday to Wednesday, so that's probably going to be my plan.
Just grind.
Yeah, 12 hours. We can do this.
Yeah.
Don't move from this chair. And I have the ending episodes for 1,000-Year-Old Vampire and another solo TTRPG coming up for the new year on my YouTube. Yeah, so find me there.
Yay. And we'll jump over to Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I have been Deodora Shadesun, who is being bullied by the DM. So, if you want to protest this heavily, you can talk at Jordan at Blue Sky at D&D Jordan Lee. You can also follow me on socials at Fairbear, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. And here on Twitch, I do stream. I might stream tonight, but I'm also I'm gonna need to hit a hard nap after this session, so we'll see how I feel after that. But yeah.
Wonderful. And last but not least, hi everyone, I am your storyteller, D&D Jordan Lee. She, they pronouns. This is my channel, and I love running this game with my awesome friends. I will be back here on Monday, because we have a couple days of streaming before I'm going to take a break. So I'm excited and all those things. Yes, thank you, Lamia. Please consider, I do have a bunch of one-shots over on Start Playing, so if you would like to come and play, it'll be a fun time. But yeah, otherwise I'll be here. Special shout out again to our wonderful mod team as well for keeping us safe and helping behind the scenes to make sure that tech stuff was working. So very special thank you to them and to all of you for hanging out with us today. We are going to get out of here, y'all, but we'll catch you next Saturday to see what this group is going to get up to as they head towards Tyneal and who knows what else. But thank you all so much, and we will see you next time from Beyond the Veil. Bye, everybody.